For centuries, it was the most prized luxury in the world, a fabric so soft, so brilliant, it was worth its weight in gold. This, of course, was silk, and the legendary network of routes that carried it from east to west became known as the Silk Road. But this name, as iconic as it is a grand oversight, because the Silk Road was never a single road, and as you'll see, its most important cargo was not silk. It was humanity's first internet. The journey itself was perilous, a true test of human endurance. A merchant leaving the bustling heart of China for the markets of Rome would likely never make it in his lifetime. The caravans were massive, laden with goods, setting out from city gates into the vast, unforgiving unknown. They faced the brutal Taklamakan Desert, a name that chillingly translates to "he who goes in, does not come out." And if the searing sands weren't enough, they had to conquer the towering frozen peaks of the Pamir Mountains. Beyond these immense natural dangers were human ones. Bandits, masters of the harsh terrain, constantly preyed on the wealthy caravans that dared to pass through their territory. Because of these immense risks, goods were rarely carried by a single merchant from start to finish. Instead, they were passed from one middleman to the next, like a baton in a deadly relay race. And with each handoff, the price increased exponentially. This is why a pound of silk, by the time it reached a Roman aristocrat, could cost a legionary's entire annual salary. But the true, lasting legacy of the Silk Road was not the silks, spices, or other exotic goods it carried. It was the ideas that traveled with them. Think about it. Technologies that would fundamentally change the world, like paper, the printing press, the compass, and even gunpowder, flowed from China to the west along these dusty tracks. This network was also a superhighway for religion. Buddhism, for example, traveled from India into China, and the rest of East Asia along these very routes, carried by devoted monks on epic pilgrimages. However, this road of connection also carried a darker, invisible passenger. It became the primary conduit for the Black Death, which spread with terrifying speed from Asia to Europe in the 14th century, reshaping societies forever. For better and for worse, the Silk Road irrevocably connected humanity's destiny. For centuries, the two great superpowers of the ancient world, Rome and China, knew of each other only through vague, second-hand rumors and the trickle of exotic goods that arrived on their shores. They were like two giants living in the same house, completely unaware of each other. The Silk Road was their first, indirect handshake. It connected to magnificent civilizations that had developed in near-total isolation, sparking curiosity and a desire for more. It laid the foundation for the interconnected, globalized world we live in today, a world of instant communication and international trade. So, the next time you hear the name Silk Road, remember this. It was more than just a trade route. It was the first great artery of human civilization, a sprawling, dangerous, and world-changing network. It stands as a timeless testament to our innate human desire to explore, to trade, and, most importantly, to connect. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into history. We'll see you in the next one.